Hi guys, I'm a Forester here with another pen review. Now this pen is very different from other pens that I review. This has many different functions and I'll go over those in detail during this video. But this is called a multi-tool pen set, and I'm going to key on the word tool because it has many functions. In fact, down here they say it has 9 different functions. Some of them are listed on the back. You can look at those right there, but we'll go over them in detail later. I want to key on that word tool though, because I have a tool watch and also a tool utility knife. So all 3 of these are called tools. Now when I was looking to buy this ball watch, I found 2 watch brands that were called utility watches, this Ball and also a Marathon. And I think what it has in common with these other things is very ruggedly built. This ball watch was built to last, and also multiple functions that make it very practical. So what this ball watch has that makes it very practical are the tritium tubes in the indices. So it's very ruggedly built and it's very easy to read at night, much more so than any watch I have. This is, as you can tell, this Gerber is a very ruggedly built utility knife. So it does have the knife function, but it also has many other functions like the pliers, screwdrivers, and many other things. So both of those are very ruggedly built and have multiple functions. We'll be talking about this in detail, but this is metallic. I'm not sure what metal, I think probably aluminum, but in any case it's ruggedly built and it has multiple functions. So let's go over in detail the functions of this pen. All right, let's jump into the features and we'll start at the top and work our way down. At the very top is this light bulb. It's a very small light bulb and it's easy press on, press off. It gives adequate light for minor tasks like opening your door at night or maybe looking for something you dropped on the floorboard of your car. It came with 3 additional batteries, and you get it changing the batteries by unscrewing this top right here. I won't do that right now. The second feature I want to cover is a bubble level, and I think you can see that bubble moving from side to side right there. Now this is probably not something a professional carpenter would use, but just for do-it-yourself projects it might come in handy. You can see this desk that I'm working on is level horizontally, but if I turn it vertically, it's not at all level. That bubble goes up off to the top. And that's something I have to be aware of when I'm making videos so that things don't roll. Okay, another feature is this measuring guide. So it's in 2 measurements, one in inches, and that's 4 inches, and one in centimeters and millimeters. So that's, I think, 10 centimeters. All right, that would come in handy for small projects. Now this right here, this cutout that you can see, has 2 functions. I don't know how they count them toward the 9 in all, but it has 2 functions. One is as a cap lifter, and I think it would be fine. I haven't used it as a cap lifter, but I think that would be fine. It would work well. The other is as a stand for your cell phone. And that I don't think is very practical. Now this has 5 flat sides, but none of them are exactly opposite of that stand. So when you put it down and put your cell phone in it, and I'll just demonstrate, this won't fit in because of the case, the cell phone has to be canted off to one side. It will stand up, but it's not straight. It has to be canted and rest on the tabletop. But that is a unique function, especially for the cap lifter. Now let's move down to the bottom, to the other end, before we take it apart. And if you turn this knurled, and I'll show you that is a knurled section. If you turn it, it exposes the pen. And we're going to try do some writing on this Rhodia notepad. And it writes very well. I've tested it on several different types of paper, and it works well on all. So this is a multi-tool pen set. It was made in China. and it has 9 functions. I've lost count. 9 functions, and it writes very well. No starting and stopping. I don't know how long those ink cartridges will last. I just got this pen, and so I haven't used it all that much. I've used it a little bit, but I think it'll work out well. Okay, so we've covered all of the external functions. There are some additional functions on the inside, and you get at those by unscrewing this top. I'll set that aside. So here's a stylus, and I think it'd be useful, very handy if you had this around to where you could use it on your phone or your tablet. There are one other additional function inside, and if you unscrew that stylus tip and set that aside, okay, there you have a very small screwdriver. So there's a flathead, and if you pull that out and reverse it, you have a Phillips head. So this is a very small tip, and it would probably just be used for something like working on glasses or jewelry. Okay, so this isn't a function necessarily. I don't know how they count it, but if you pull that off, you have access to where the ink cartridges are. You have to unscrew it, and there's one of the ink cartridges. Now, I don't know how long this is going to last. I just got this and I've just used it a little bit, but they do give you 2 additional ink cartridges. So it'll be useful, and I'm sure you can order more if those ever run out. All right, I'll put this back together and then we'll wind up this video. So here's my tool pen. You know, very ruggedly built and multiple functions. Did we get 9? I'm not sure. I didn't count. Not for everybody, but I think for the right person it would be come in very handy. And it joins the other products that I have that are tools, my tool knife or utility knife, and also my tool watch, my ball watch. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Y'all take care.